In this video, we're going to be simplifying expressions involving trigonometric functions of special angles. We're going to begin by going over what those special trig functions are for our special angles. Start by the sine of 30 degrees. That's the same as sine of pi over 6 in radians. And we get a value of 1/2. And so we can do that for sine, cosine, and tangent, all for 30 degrees. And we can see kind of like a shortcut as to what our answer should be there. And we've got that for 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. So in the examples we're going to do, we have simplify the expressions. We're going to start with this first one, the tangent of 60 degrees minus the tangent of 30 degrees. So we're going to be utilizing our tangent of 60 degrees and our tangent of 30 degrees in order to help us. So let's just give ourselves a little bit more space here. Okay, so we have the tangent of 60 degrees is the square root of 3. And we're going to be subtracting our tangent of 30 degrees, which is radical 3 over 3. So where do we go from here? Well, in order to subtract these, you have to have a common denominator. And right now, we have that over 1. So we're going to need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator on this tangent of 60 degrees by 3. And that's going to give us a 3 radical 3 over 3 minus a radical 3 over 3. And now if I have 3 radical 3's and I take one of those radical 3's away, I'm going to end up with a 2 radical 3 over 3, and that is going to be my final answer. So being able to use these shortcuts or these values up here that we have really comes in handy. Let's do another one. Let's say we have 2 times the sine of pi over 6 times the cosine of pi over 6. Now pi over 6 is going to be our 30 degrees. So we're going to need the sine of pi over 6, which is 1/2. So we're going to have 2 times our 1/2, which comes from the pi over 6 for sine. And we're going to be multiplying that with our cosine of pi over 6, which is radical 3 over 2. So radical 3 over 2. All right, so from here, we can think of this as a 2 over 1, and we're just going to multiply all of our numerators. So really it's 2 times 1 times radical 3, right? 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times radical 3 is radical 3. So on our top, we're going to have 2 times radical 3. Tried to forget the 2. And then on the bottom, we have 1 times 2 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. So our denominator is going to be a 4. Now from here, when we look at this, we can see that we can reduce that. 2 goes into itself 1 time, 2 goes into 4 2 times, and that's going to leave us with a value of radical 3 over 2, and we're now finished. So again, having these special angle values memorized comes in extremely handy when you're trying to simplify expressions that use those values.